chapter test, and after that assignment number 5. So here today's lectures we're going to discuss about this chapter test and the assignment questions. So after this class test and assignment discussions, then next lecture we'll go through the objective type of questions discussions starting from the first chapter to six chapters. So here this class test related to our chapter number 6, that is the job evaluations and merit rating. So let us see the first questions. The assessment of requirement of job is known as. So here four options are there. Job analysis is there, job grading is there, job assessment is there, and job evaluation is there. So assessment of requirement of jobs. So any jobs in industry, we need to decide the worth or its value, because we want to decide the salary or payment systems to the workers. For this, job analysis is very important. So assessment of the requirement of job. Why this assessment is required for job? Because we need to decide the salary system, payment system, wages systems to the workers. So this is nothing but the evaluation systems. So here's assessment of required jobs. This related to which you have to see there. There is a no analysis, and there is a grading systems may not be there, or the job assignment may not be there. But if you think over these words, the job evaluations, these confusions words will be there. So you have to select only one answers related to this. Then next questions, job specification is related to. So what is actually job specification? Any examples you can take. For example, gearbox you can take, lathe machines examples you can take. What is the specification? Specifications means by which we can purchase those items. For example, bearing is there. So bearing, you might have seen the numbers Z6035. So 6035, this is the specification. For lathe, center height is this, bed size is this, the size of the aprons is this, the gearbox size is this, types of speed is this. So this is the specification, means standard quality we can justify with the specification. Now in which things we actually repeated these points, maybe merit rating, maybe job evaluation, maybe job assessment or job grading. So you have to decide these job specifications, uh, words related to what? Either it is related to merit rating, or it is a job evaluations, or it is a job assessments or job grading. So that you have to decide. Okay. So this is the questions number 2. So these two questions related to objective times, means within these two questions only one answer is there. But if you go in next questions, multiple choice question is there, means more than one answers will be there. So here's you can see the questions number 2, multiple choice questions. Job evaluation is related to. So once again the confusions parts will be there. So here is job analysis, job description, job specification, and all the above. So you can select more than one answer related to this. So this is the multiple choice questions. Normally it has been asked in your GATE exams, your university exams, because these job evaluations having more weightage in the industry related to 2 3 words. So you have to decide which is the correct. The next question is the method of merit rating. So here's we have seen the many methods in merit rating. So here few methods are given out of this, which is the related to merit rating that you have to select. So in job evaluation, number of methods are there. Then merit rating also number of methods are there. We have already discussed that 4 5 methods, and related to job evaluation, which methods are there, related to merit rating, which methods are there. You can select the answers more than one. Multiple choice questions is there. So this is about the objective types of questions. 4 questions are there. 4 marks will be there. Then next part, at question number 3. In this, explain the difference between job evaluation and merit rating. So this difference, always it has been asked in your campus interview, because normally every industry's the calculation part, value parts, the wages or salary system, mostly it is depends upon the job evaluation and merit rating. So if you go through this job evaluation and merit rating, definitely you will get the additional knowledge while deciding the payment systems in industry. But what is the actually difference between job evaluation and merit rating? So first difference, so job evaluations means determine the relative worth of jobs. Means jobs value we have to determine in any organization, in any industry. It is critical study of the various jobs in order to assess their relative importance. It's assessment purpose, we are using the job evaluations. Okay, we have to decide the worth of jobs. In simple way, job evaluations decide the worth of jobs, value of jobs, because it is actually required to decide the payment system. Now, corresponding points in the merit rating. Merit rating is the evaluation of personality, performance of each employee by his seniors. It is a critical study of qualities, knowledge, abilities of the employees. It is the type of performance evaluations. Merit ratings, this is related to employee, because performance we can justify while worker is working in the industry. There is a need to justify the performance, and depends upon the performance we can directly we can add the salary, the payment system, incentive, bonus to that particular worker. So this merit rating, it is related to the performance, but job evaluation related to worth of jobs. This is first difference. Now, second points related to job evaluations. It is mainly useful for creating fair and satisfactory wage system or structure. It acts as a base for compensation systems. So, already I told these job evaluations for what purpose we required to decide the structure of wages, structure of salary for 1 day's salary, a monthly salary, yearly salary. For this purpose we require. Now, corresponding points in the merit rating, it is mainly used for promotion of employees to higher post. It acts as a base for promotion and transfer employees. Now, while giving the promotional, additional amount always be there for that particular employees or workers. So here it is one of the criteria as the promotion based criteria is there. Under this merit rating, we require this to increase their incentive, motivational salary systems while doing the promotions or transfer to one plant to the another plant. In short, for promotion and transfer purpose, we required merit rating. You have to keep in your minds what purpose we required merit rating. For promotions and the transfer purpose, we required the merit rating. Now, third points under the job evaluation. Job evaluation is useful for explaining relative wages rates on for removing a doubt among the employees as regard wages and promotion system. Suppose in industry, inequality in wages systems will be there. Means different workers, different salary will be there, and because of that, the job satisfaction will not get to that workers. This part, job evaluations, we can remove this. Okay. Now, corresponding points in the merit rating. Merit rating act as a guide to employees for better performance and self-development in futures. Suppose if we give monies to the persons will show the better performance, and this will helps to that worker also to develop himself in the futures. For this purpose, we require this merit rating. Now, fourth point under the job evaluation, it is concerns with the job evaluation of job not concerned. In job evaluation, it is concerns with the jobs, but merit rating, it is concerns with the employees. Fifth point, it is useful for creating satisfactory labor force in job evaluation. And fifth point under the merit rating, it is useful for manpower development, rising efficiency of labor force. Efficiency if you want to increase, performance if you want, any words always be there in merit rating, maybe job satisfactory, maybe performance, maybe efficiency, all these points will be there, then it is related to merit rating. Then 6 point under the job evaluations, it is the first before the merit rating, when the out of this job evaluation and the merit rating, which is the first? Job evaluation is first, and then after merit rating. Then corresponding points in the merit rating, it is the next to job evaluations. Last point under the job evaluation, it determines the wages structure acceptable to both employers and employees. Means management and workers, uh, this whatever the things actually decided by the job evaluation, so these things it is accepted to the managements and the workers. Relative points in the merit rating, it provides scientific base for determining the fair wages for individual workers according to his ability and performance. So it is very clearly thing is there, due to the merit ratings we can give the wages systems to individual workers according to their ability and performance, as per the efficiency, as per the ability, as per the performance, we can give this we can give this scientific base on this merit rating. So this is the 7 point difference between job evaluation and merit rating. There are 7 points related to job evaluation and merit rating. So already I have given this part in the study material. You can search the 7 points might be there, so you can rewrite these 7 points. Then last question is that list various method of job evaluation, explain any ones. So job evaluations, various methods are there. Explains any one methods. Last times we have discussed about some methods. Uh, Mainly there are 4 methods are there. Ranking method is there. So jobs classification method is there, point method is there. After that, factor comparisons method is there. So these 4 methods are there. So ranking, job classification methods, point methods, and factor comparison methods. These are the various methods of this. So explains any one method out of this. For example, ranking method is there. This method is also known as grading method. It involves assigning grade to various jobs in order to their relative importance. Under this method of job evaluation, following steps are need to be considered: making through the job analysis, job performance, job specification, job classifications, and this is actually based upon the difficulty of work, volume of the work, responsibility involved, supervisions required, knowledge, training, and experience according to this you can go for ranking. So ranking points you have to specify. uh, on that basis you can give this is first rank. This is also called grading system. First grade, second grade, third grade, just like your result, the grading system is there. Similarly, here is also job evaluation grading systems are depends upon the quality, depends upon the volumes, depends upon the analysis, depends upon the descriptions, depends upon the specification, depends upon the responsibility, depends upon the supervisor's work, depends upon the knowledge, training, experience. On this basis, ranking methods it has been decided. So this is the explanations for one of the methods. So here's job evaluations. Four methods are there: ranking, job classification, point methods. uh, Point method, you know, this point number 1, 2, 3, 1 to 10 numbers it has been given to particular jobs. Out of this, how much the point will get to which jobs, on that basis we can classification. So here's four methods are there. So you can go for explanation of the one of the methods with certain examples. So this is about the mm, job evaluations, and difference methods comes under the job evaluation. So very simple question is that, and you have to explain in briefs about this. This is the last chapters uh, related to our industrial engineering. 8 marks will be there. So total 20 marks. Our class test is there. So you can see this again. I will send on your group this test. That first questions, then second questions, then second questions. The multiple choice question is more than one answers will be there. Difference between job evaluation and merit rating, and explain any one method. So this is about the class test based on your chapter number 6. So you can solve this. Okay. Now we'll go to the next part. Assignment number 6. It is once again it is based on job evaluations and merit rating. So here's 5 questions are there. So let us we discuss about these 5 questions, and after that it will get easy to you to write the answer of this. Uh, Before starting, one more things I would like to tell you. Here's theoretical part is there, but when you will be in industry, you required the knowledge related to this in order to go for implementation of the concept of job evaluation and merit rating, because this is financial things. If we committed any mistake while in the job evaluation and merit rating, that much loss of that industry will be there. So this, that's why this is a very important concept is there. So first, define the job evaluation, list various method of job evaluation, explain in brief about ranking methods. So already these questions, it has been asked in your class test, but same similar type of question is there in your assignment. Define the job evaluation. Job evaluation means what? Evaluation. Evaluation means you have to decide the value worth of that job, because if we are not decided value or worth of job, definitely the questions will be there. So how much rupees will going to pay for manufacturing of the same job? So here's every job there is a need of a job evaluation. List various method of 4 methods are there. Which 4 methods are there? Ranking methods is there. Then job classification method is there. Point method is there. Factor comparisons methods are there. So out of this, you can explain with examples about the ranking methods, And in this ranking methods, you have to decide the worth of jobs on a basis of certain points. The difficulty about the work, volume of the work, responsibility, supervisions required, supervisions of others, knowledge, training, experience necessary, and under which condition work it has been done. So this point is actually required while making the ranking of the jobs. So which point you have to consider, I will repeat. First point, you have to consider difficulty of the works. For example, gear is there. So which problems will be there while manufacturing them? Which difficulty will be there? Suppose it is spiral gears will be there. So in gear hobbing, to set the certain angles, this is one difficulty. Then volume of the works. If the mass production is there, batch production is there. Mass production is there, you can give the common rank for this. Job production is there, the according to batch we can give the numbers. Responsibility involves who will take the responsibility to manufacture that gears. According to that, we'll give the, for example, two three types of workers are there: highly skilled, medium skills, or low skill is there. But gear is the important part. Normally we can use high skill workers. So here responsibility will give to the high skill, and high skill wages system is different. How much supervision? So here's to check the profile of the gear tooth, different types of models, pitch circle diameters. Here's once we require the supervisions. And what that person would have the knowledge about the manufacturing of the gears. If it is not there, then is it necessary to give the training, and under which conditions this will going to manufacture? So according to this, you can give the rank for that jobs, and this is useful for job evaluations. Okay, so here's in short the all about the jobs you can decide, and then you can give the rank. Rank number one. Suppose two gears are there. Examples: one gear in the gearbox and one gears which is used for crushing the sugar cane. So here's grade number one is the gear which is working in the gearbox. This is the rank number one. But gear number second, which is normally used for crushing sugar canes, this is the rank number two. So here's on which basis we have decided this, because gear which is used in gearbox having high quality profile, teeth, model, pitch, circle, diameter, everywhere accuracy is required. But the gear which is used in the crushing a sugar cane, here that much things actually we don't have, and even though we don't require that skill. So here the grade first it has been given to our the gear in the gearbox, and then gear which is used for crushing unit of sugarcane machinery. So here rank you have to specify, and according to that we can go for a job evaluation. So this is the first question. Job evaluations, it is nothing but decide the worth of job. Four methods are there: ranking methods, job classification, point methods, factor comparison methods are there. Already we have discussed, even though you can go through this and write any one method. Like this question is there in our class state, but here specific ranking methods you have to explain. But why this question is like this? Because in many industry job evaluation it has been done on basis of ranking method. So that's why the specific question it has been asked in this assignment number 6. Now let us we go to the next part. State the objective and advantages of job evaluation. What is actually objectives of job evaluation? And and advantages. The first we'll see about the objective of job evaluations. First, to eliminate the wages inequalities in industry. Suppose one industry is there and they are manufacturing gears. Every machines, maybe they are manufacturing spur gears by gear hobbing machines. Okay, so 4 5 machines are there, 5 workers are there, 5 machines are there, and all are manufacturing spur gears. But how we can decide the wages systems? So if there is not certain logics while deciding the wages system, then the problems inequality in wages will be there. Unequal wages systems maybe lead to unjob satisfaction. Problems in the job satisfaction will be there. To avoid these inequalities, we need these job evaluations. Then second objective, to establish sound wage differentials among the jobs. Sound system means it may be correct, not profit, not loss. In the break-even point, sound systems we have to establish while making the wage structures. Then third, to provide sound wage base for incentive bonus plan. Suppose if the productions will get increase, more dispatch will be there, more revenue will be there. And it is the responsibility of the industry to give the incentive or bonus to the workers. But in order to give this incentive or bonus to the workers, we require certain base. How much bonus we will give, how much incentive we will give. So this totally depends upon the job evaluation. Then for fourth objective of job evaluations, to establish sound wage structures. Worker is there, this much salary. Supervisor is there, this. Junior engineer, this much. Senior engineer, this means. Middle management, this. Top management. So to decide the wages structures for this manpower which is actually used in industry, for this purpose we require these job evaluations. Then last one, to uh, maintenance the consistent in wage policies. Consistency in the wage policy for this is there. Consistency means what we have decided basic for this year, second years the everything will get increased accordingly. The wage will get increased. There's DAs will get increased. HRA will get increased, and it should be the same. So, in order to decide the consistency in the wages systems, we require these job evaluations. Now, next point is there. So, what are the advantages of job evaluations? First advantages: wage rates can be fixed accurately in organization by deciding proper worth of different jobs. So, number of times I repeat it. Once you decide the worth of jobs, then wages structure will be there. So this is the advantages. Without the job evaluations, we cannot go for deciding the fixed wages systems in industry. The second advantage is job evaluation technique is useful for where we can use this. Job evaluation technique is useful for proper selection, training, promotion, transfer of employees within the organizations. These activity can be performed objectively, impartially due to job evaluation. Means many industry you might have observed the selection criteria is there off campus, in campus, training is required, promotion is required, transport to within the same organizations. So this activity always be there, and to promote this activity, to make the base for this activity, we require the job evaluations impartially. There should not be partiality while going for this activity. Now, third advantages, effective control of internal organization eliminates the problems in the wastage of the materials. So job evaluations, uh, because of this, we can hold the total work of the organizations, and there is a less chances of wastage. Okay, so here this point is related to the raw material wastage, and because of the money matrix involves, we can control over the organizations due to money matters. Then next point, job evaluation eliminates or at least minimize the grievancy of the workers about the absolute and relative wages rates. So every year, so once the financial years will get over, the workers in the industry, they are always used to demands the increasing his salary. So if you give the base for them, then the grievance will not be there. So in order to minimize this grievance in the industry, we require the job evaluations. Many times we have observed that confusions in the mind of employees as regard the salary or wages system fixed by the management. So many times confusions always be there in the workers. Why this salary is there for this year? Why less salary is there? Why more salary for other persons are there? My work is better than others. Why my salary is less than others? So this confusions part will get eliminated by this job evaluation. Now, last advantage is job evaluation technique raises the morale of the employees and also efficiency of labor force in the uh, factory. So, if you support by the incentive, bonus, and fixed wages systems, definitely the morals of the employees will get increased, efficiency will get increased, performance will get increased. Means after this production productivity will also increase and less wastage of the materials. This thing will be happen. So these are the advantages of the job evaluations. Okay. So anybody having any problems related to this objective and advantages of the job evaluation? Because only to decide the worth of job, this is not sufficient, but what are the objective is and what are the advantages of the job evaluations? So in short, the wage rate fixed, it can be done by job evaluations. The selections, training, transfer criteria, we can decide by job evaluations. We can minimize the wastage and we can hold over the organizations. It is not expecting any grievance from the workers, and definitely the confusions part in the workers due to the salaries, it will get eliminated. And because of this moral of the employees, efficiency, performance of the workers will get increased. Because of that, productions will get increased, the productivity will get increased. So these are the advantages of our job evaluations. Okay, so this is the questions number 2. So related to this, anybody having any doubt, you can ask. Very specific answers uh, I would like to give you within few words. Objective, the same way structures and advantages. It is avoid the problems in the industry due to confusions, then increase the morals, efficiency, performance, etc. These are the advantages. Okay. Now let us we go to the question number 3. If there is no any doubt, then we'll go to the question number 3. So here three important words are there, which is normally repeated in the industry: job analysis, job description, and job specification. Repeated words are there. So what is the meaning of that words? These things we're going to see with certain examples. Always the multiple choice questions, question in your gate exam, questions in university exams, and normally all over the uh, industry, we required these three words: job analysis, job description, and job specification. So here's a job analysis. Let us we consider what is actually job analysis. Job analysis, it refers to the process of examining a jobs in a detail in order to identify its component task. Examining a job in details. Gearbox is there. So how you going to examine the number of gears, models, then number of teeth, piece circle diameters, shaft size, key size. Okay, then powers, how much powers requires, how much reduction is required. This is the analysis of the gearbox. Okay, so anybody will ask what is the job analysis related to uh, gearbox? Very simple things. Starting from the powers, how much power is required for this gearbox? How much speed reduction will get from this gearbox? How many gears are there? What is the module of that gears? What is the piece circle diameter of that gears? How many teeth are there? Whether it is per gear or spiral gears? What is the shaft size? What is the type of the key? These as per the standard requirements. So this analysis will be there, means separating the all parts of that component, and you have to examine this. This is the key. This is the shaft. This is the spur gear. This is helical gear. This is the gears having PCD like this. This is the gear having PCD like this. Number of teeth is like this. So this is the analysis. Means we have to separate out the each part of the gearbox. So this is the analysis. Okay. So this is the examples, and here's also one examples I would like to give. Other than the gearbox, the personal department needs data for recruitment. Work study department requires data in order to plan the work measurement. The informations is also required for organization manuals, salary, credits, job evaluation, and so on. It is collected by one of the member personnel known as analyst interview questionnaire examinations. So here in my notes, the second examples it is given. Work measurement is there. So for work measurement, what things actually we required? You have to collect this. In order to work measurement, normally what we are deciding standard times. Standard times, how we can decide the observed times, performance rating, types of the allowances, okay, and percentage of this allowance with respect to normal and basic time. So this analysis points you have to collect it under the work measurement. This is the our job analysis. Any work measurement work is there in industry for any jobs, then what things actually we required, you can write the step by step. This information, it is actually job analysis. Then second is job descriptions. What is the job description? Job descriptions refers to broad statement of the purpose, scope and responsibility and task which constitute a particular job. Job description specify the nature of manager responsibility in outline. Job description serves as base for study of the job specification, job evaluation, and merit rating. Job descriptions. Simple example is there. One job is with us. For example, shaft is there. What is the description of this shaft? It contains the materials, which type of materials we have been used, then what is the length of shaft, what is the diameter of the shaft, what is the key size of the job, okay, and what is the bearing size is required for this, and who is going to manufacture this, whose responsibility is there, who will going to manufacture as per the requirement, which machinery is required, which measuring device is required. So everything's about the jobs from the manufacturing point of view. This is the job descriptions. Then next or last part is there is the job specifications. So job specifications. What do you know about job specification? Number of times I repeated this. Job specification. One examples, lathe machine examples I have given. A bearing example I have given. Next example, you can take the power press. Normally used in industry, mechanical power press is there. How we can specify this? Ton. What is the capacity of that power press? It is always in tons, means 60 tons, 100 tons, 500 tons. Okay, so suppose we have demanded one press machines from the market. We need a 100-ton capacity of the machine, but this is not sufficient for the that suppliers. What he expecting? Okay, 100 tons capacity, it is okay, but what are the other things he requires? Means what is the ram size? Okay, what is the shirt height of that rams? What, how much the table size is required to accommodate the tools? What is the stroke length? What are the feeding mechanisms? Okay, and per minute how much strokes will get? So this these are the words actually required in order to work that machines effectively as per the hour requirement. So this is the specification. Bearings examples I have given Z6035. Out of this 6035 means what is 3, what is 5, what is 0, what is 6. It having particular numbers. Similarly, if you go in the welding rod 6013 is there. What that 6013 is there? Normally, first two digit it is related to decide the strength of job 60 ton square inches. After that, one this is decide the position, and last digit it will give the polarity of welding rods requirement. So these are the specification. So while doing the job evaluations, we required these three words, that is the job analysis, job description, and job specification. So job specification refer to detailed statement of the knowledge, the physical and mental activity required to carry out the task which constitute the jobs. Physical and mental activity. Physical means all things about the working condition, so that the workers will work on this. Mentally, he will prepare to work on that 100 ton capacity, 200 ton capacity, 500 ton capacity. So this actually we required. One more example is that we have the CNC and VMC machines. What is the specification? If you might have seen our CNC and VMC, backside of this there is a specification chart is there. What is the x-axis travels? What is actually z-axis travels? How many tooling turrets are there? What is the maximum speed? What is the maximum feed? Okay, so, like these words always be there. These words indicate the specification of that job. So, we required the specification of the jobs, description of the jobs, analysis of job in order to decide the job evaluations. So here say explain in brief about job analysis, job description, job specification. Here you can give the any example as per your wish. Job analysis, one more example, job description, second example, job specification, lathe, bearing example, press machine example, welding rod examples you can give. Okay, any example suitable to these three words, because these three words always play important roles in the industry. The job card is there. If you go in industry, job card is nothing but your job description, all things about the job. Then job specification means major characteristic which is required to perform his own functions, press machines. Analysis means everything about the job, from starting from the materials, then the number of the component in all in that job. This is actually job analysis. So each words you can remember at least one example so that you can remember these three words: job analysis, job description, job spec. At least one examples you have to remember. Then and then it is possible to remember all these three words meaning. Now, next part, that is the define merit rating and what are the objective of merit rating. So up to question number 3, we have discussed about the job evaluation. So what this job evaluation, what is the meaning of job evaluation? What are the objective of job evaluation? What are the advantages of the job evaluation? And what are the methods of job evaluations? Okay, and specific words it has been used in job evaluations. There's three words always it has been used: analysis, descriptions, and specification. So this is in short you have to remember about the job evaluations. Once again I will repeat this job evaluation: define, worth, list of four methods are there, then objective, wage structures, we can advantages, reduce the wastage, efficiency, performance, increase purpose, we can use analysis, description, and specification. You can take the example of our lathe machines, our gearbox, our bearings, then the press shops examples you can take, or CNC machines examples you can take. You have to remember these particular words. So this is about the job evaluation. Now next part is there merit rating. What is actually merit rating and what are the objective of merit rating? So here's in short we will discuss about this merit rating and what are the advantages of merit rating. So merit rating of employee is the process of evaluating his performance. Merit rating means evaluate the performance of the workers, evaluate the efficiency of the workers while doing the jobs. So merit rating of employee is the process of evaluating his performance on the job in terms of the requirement of the jobs for the purpose of placement of the workers on appropriate jobs, selection of workers, promotions, providing financial rewards, and so on. In other words, the merit rating is the evaluation of appraisals of relative worth of man's service on his jobs. Very simple thing is that merit rating, it is nothing but decide the performance of the workers, and this we require to decide the wages, salary, bonus, incentive scheme purpose. We require this. Now, what are the what are the objective of merit rating? So, first objective, periodically recording relative value of each employee as justified by the seniors. Periodically need to justify the performance, and depends upon this we can increase or decrease the salary in industry. This part will be there. This is the main objective. Second, determine the justify the wage differentially exist for the same job. Two workers are doing the same job, but there is a salary difference is there. To justify this, we require merit rating. Then third, it provides more accurate information on which. So if we decide the performance and efficiency of the workers, this will help to promote that workers higher position purpose, transfer purpose, giving this the layout purpose. We require this merit rating. Then fourth, it provides meaning of evaluating selection and training technique. So if the bad performance there in industry, normally they used to give the training for that type of workers, and in order to decide this we require this merit rating. Then it provides the information about counseling the employee so that means of overcome the weakness can be pointed out and program for self improvement developments. So if we check the performance and if we get any weakness in the workers, that we can rectify, we can minimize this, and we can promote them for self-development purpose. We require this merit rating. Then it provides with a more effective tool for rating the personal rating, rating number 1, 2, 3, like this, just like our NBS or NAC, the A grade, B grade, like these grades are there. Here in the industry, we have to give the rating for the worker on based upon this merit. Then it establishes better employers relation, means management and workers relation, if it is good, because totally it is depends upon the wage structures, the competence levels, and free discussions will happens between the management and the workers. If this inequality will be found in the industry, definitely the clashes will be there in the management and the workers. Bonus is not up to satisfactory, incentive scheme is not there, every year increment is not that, even increment is there but less increment is there. So these clashes will be there. In order to avoid this, if we decide this performance of the workers, on that perform basis, we will give the salary to that workers. In our academic field also, performance appraisal form is there. Every teachers, there is performance appraisals based upon the result of the that subject, based upon the publications, based upon the patents, based upon the innovative idea, product development, consultancy. So this actually we required in performance appraisals, and it will help to the managements to give incentive, bonus, or increment in salary. For this purpose, we require the merit rating. Okay, it ensure better supervisions, as supervisors must observe the employees closely if they are rate them accurately. So normally in industry, many times this responsibility it has been given to supervisor, because supervisor and workers having a close relations, and to get the exactly feedbacks uh, through the supervisors, it means it is correct feedback, because there is close relations between the supervisors and the workers. So these are the objective related to merit rating. Now next or last question is there. uh, List various method of merit, explain one of the method of merit rating. Here I would like to give certain methods, and you can give the explanations about the merit rating methods in short. Here are so many methods are there, but at least four methods you can explain. You can list their four methods and explain any one. So first method is rank order methods. Second is paired comparison methods. Then skill rating system is there. Force choice method is there. These methods we have discussed. Out of these four, you can explain in brief one. Rank order method, which is similar to our job evaluation. Ranking we have to give. Then paired comparison methods means between two workers we can compare. On this basis, we can decide the merit rating. Scale system is that. So 1.1 mm, 2 mm depends upon his performance. Scaling systems will be there, and force choices methods. If anybody is not listening, then we have to force them to write the certain questions and give the answer of this, and that will help us to the supervisor, top management, to decide the performance of the worker. So these are the 5 questions related to assignment number 6. With this, we have completed the 6 assignment and 6 class tests. Now after this, our in semester examination means ISE, in semester examination number second, we going to conduct after fifth, after 5th to 10th, in between that. So ISC second will be there. This first and second ISC marks will going to count your class test, all class tests, their marks, all types of assignments, this will be there, and depends upon the assignment, class test and ISC, your this term or it has been um, decided. So it is requested to all of you to make folder. If anybody is not written the all class test, all assignment, you can write all these, make a folder and send to me through the mails, and it will helpful to me while making the evaluation of the same. So next times means tomorrow's lecture we're going to discuss about objective questions starting from our first chapter, second chapter, which is helpful to you in your coming exams. Okay, so I think our time is over. So thank you to all of you once again. Now we're going to stop here. You have to get it complete all this CT, all 6 CT we have covered the assignment number 6 on our this group. Also I will send this question and CT question papers, and you can mail or you can send on the WhatsApp. So tomorrow onwards objective questions will going to start. Thank you once again. We will stop here. Stop recording.